Welcome everybody to another new video. We have a big winter storm and a severe weather side to talk about, so let's get straight into it. So we have extreme cold warnings for most of the Midwest and the Northeast. We have cold advisories reaching all the way down and reaching most of the U.S. There's that. Then we have winter storm warnings for majority of the South and Plains area. We have ice storm warnings, winter storm advisories, and winter storm watches right across in this area. They technically go like this. They're just not saying it because of how cold those that's gonna be. We have some blizzard warnings up here. We have this area we're gonna need to watch, and right in here for lake effect snows, and right in here for more lake effect snows. So there's that, and then right after the storm moves through, which would be taking a direction like this, we're gonna have cold air coming in, and I am watching right in here for severe weather. I don't know how I don't know how the setup's gonna look, but it's there. So, and then like I said, we have winter storm watches all through here. We have advisories right in here, more watches, ice storm warning, and winter storm warnings. So we have a very potent setup for this system. So yeah. Let's zoom out here a bit. So right here is our storm system, in which it is going to shift like this. So so that's how the storm is going to go. But as it's going to drive this way, it's going to start working on moisture across here, and then we have our we have we have our very cold air, which is currently sliding us south. So, which is already amping up the lake effect snows across here. So, so right in here, we're gonna have several feet, several feet of lake effect snows, right in here. And then it's gonna ramp up across there. We have lake effect snows ramping up here, and we have lake effect snows ramping up here, and that's this uh because of this high pressure. That's either a high pressure or low pressure. It's more likely a high pressure that is spinning like this, and then we have our low pressure right here, which is spinning, um, which is spinning. Uh, so yeah, so we have our high pressure here, which is spinning like this, um, which which is going to continue to pull north or pull south. So yeah, that's pretty much all the setup. Um, so yeah, I actually have no idea. That might be a low pressure system. I have no idea. But all I know is all I know is we have a cold front here, and then we have our low pressure system here, which is gonna pull like this. It's gonna pull up like that. So yeah. enough explaining. Enough explaining. So we're not gonna look at the GFS because I'm not really liking it. So okay, I was right, or I was right, or I was wrong. This right here is our low pressure system with a um, with a cold front with a with a cold front like this. I think it's like more south. So, but yeah. So here's our low pressure system that's going to veer off, and then we're going to have our low pressure system over here. That's going to be our next storm system that we need to look forward to. So, so I would say starting. So tomorrow, nothing. Might get some rain starting overnight, but nothing much happens until pretty much Saturday. So, but I wouldn't rule out by tomorrow evening if we get some isolated freezing drizzle around here. So, but right in here is our snow system popping. We have our freezing rain and our colder rain popping right across there. So yeah, there's that. So let's continue. Let's go about here. So we go about here. We now have our major snow system ramping up with heavy bands starting to develop, and right here, you see that there's that nudge of warm air, which uh I which it might be warm enough to actually support severe weather across here, which we're gonna take a look at. So we're gonna take a look at that, but I don't know about Houston area, but definitely right here could definitely support some strong storms. And then we have our big ice maker already setting up, which if we get some of these heavier pockets of rain, that could actually cause some heavy to moderate icing across here, which I'm pretty sure that's freezing rain. So yeah, and then a lot of freezing rain and less sleet. A little bit of sleet right there. So we're definitely gonna look at snow totals and stuff. So let's let's take it. And then like I said, we have this warm nose peeking out right here with a developing low pressure system right there, and then we have freezing rain developing because of the fact that we have this cold air that's swooping in down on the backside of the mountains. That's going to cause a lot more a lot of freezing rain right in that sector. But like I said, we could see some severe weather right in here. Can't rule it out. Possibly even possible tornadoes. Not, I wouldn't say too strong, but there's definitely could be a tornado chance there. And then the heavy snow now is now ramping up across here. We're still dealing with snow on the back end side of the low pressure system with very heavy amounts of icing right here. So that's what we definitely got to watch for. So and then and then I don't rule out seeing right in here. Right in here is probably where the cold front is. I would not be surprised if we see a damaging wind threat develop along this line here as the low pressure system takes a dive off that direction. And then we're dealing with heavy amounts of rain, heavy amounts of freezing rain. So, and like I said, back end, we're definitely going to deal with negative wind shields on the back end of this low pressure system. So, uh, which a lot of people are not really like not really saying much about the potential for severe weather. So yeah. We're not gonna look at any other storms that are out in the distance because no use for it. So we're going to look at snow totals now. I can't look at the freezing rain. So we're going to look at let's see, Tuesday. All right, good point. Good total there. So I think what we're gonna see is right up in here is a ton of snow. Right up in here, we're gonna see. I would say close to 2 feet of snow. This in this general area, and then and I think right in here we could some spots could reach well over a foot of snow. It's not out of the question. And then and then and then right in here we could see round 3 to 6, 2 to 5 depends on how far how far north you are. And then right in here we could see about around 3 to 6. So and then right in here is gonna be the interesting part. It is going to vary how far north or how far south that snow line goes. So, and and then right in here, around 3 to 6. So, um, so yeah, like I said, we could see a little bit more, um, way above a foot or more, and then there's a spot right here. We might see 2 feet, but I'm thinking with how heavy the European model is wants to show it, we could see more than 2 feet, right up in this corridor. So, yeah, let's go here. Let's go here. Let's click ice. All right. Let's see the ice now. So yeah. So right in here, I'm I would not be surprised if we see well over an inch of ice, which would cripple the infrastructure. Not gonna lie, it would cripple it. I wouldn't be, and then it's still rendering over here, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see this color here over here, maybe even up to likely over 2 inches of freezing rain is likely over in this direction. Um, so and then like I said, like I like I said, like I said, like I said, right in here is going to be where that warm nudge is going to work in. So, um, yeah, we're gonna have to watch for maybe severe weather. I got to look, which this is a good refutation of it. Um, so Berkshire. So let's take a look. So we're definitely getting those over 100-mile-per-hour knots, the over 100 miles per hour winds up in the atmosphere. So it does definitely support it in there. Let's look at this. Let's see. Um, that it doesn't show it. Oh, okay, there we go. I was supposed to say. Um, There's definitely there's definitely something interesting going on here. We're definitely we're definitely pushing around 500 to 1,000 cape in here. So I want to roll out a marginal risk for severe weather in this general area. Um, so so yeah. So just yeah, basically, this is something to pay attention to, and with this much cape up in here, there's definitely wouldn't I would not be surprised if we see some thunder in here with some of the freezing rain and stuff. So definitely likely some thunderstorms in there. So yeah. Um, I don't think they have. I don't think they would have. Uh, I don't think they would have anything for the severe weather yet until it gets closer. So yeah, but yeah. Hopefully, it's all great information that that I can give you. Hopefully, you find the information great. We will continue these videos. Um, we'll continue these videos. I'll do a video. I can't do a video in the morning, but I'll do a video, uh, sometime in the afternoon, for you guys tomorrow, and then we'll maybe do a live stream Saturday. I don't know. Depends. Um, as it might be just it might just be too early for that. So if you haven't yet, please like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys all tomorrow with another new video. Peace.